Hello and welcome to another Mostly tutorial. I am Hassan Shahid and today I'll be walking you through how to re-render your component in your React.js application. For those of you who prefer written guides, we have a dedicated article which will be linked in the description below. You can go check it out. Well, the question is, why do you really want to re-render or let's say refresh your component or your page? Well, let's say I'll take a basic React application and I'll just initialize and declare our state over here. Let's call it my variable. All right, I'll use state, and as a default value I'll take this string over here. All right, and after that I'll store my variable and use it over here. My variable, right? Yes. So let's say once this component renders the first time, I want to run set timeout, and after a while I want to change the value of my variable and update what's appearing on the screen, right? So let's update our variable and let's call it let's ask it not to reload. All right, and after that I think we should do a log just to check if it's working or not, and we'll set the timeout to, let's say, 1000 milliseconds. All right, now once our component renders, we can reload it and check it out. So over here we see save to reload, and our set timeout is running after a second, and we can see the value of my variable changing to don't reload, right? So what's really happening over here? What I should be really seeing on the screen should be don't reload, but instead I see save to reload. That's why you need to tell your React component to sort of ping them that the state of that variable has changed and you need to get the data or refresh the page again. So one way to refresh or re-render your component is to use vanilla JavaScript. Reason being, React.js under the hood uses vanilla JavaScript as well, so you can use that as you please, and it's going to work perfectly fine. Now over here I have created a button, and the on-click event of this button, we are reloading our window. This function takes an argument, and basically the argument is if you pass it true, then it's going to do a hard refresh, or if it's false, then it's just going to catch it from the cache. So we have our button over here, and if I click on this, it's going to reload my application. You can see it over here that it's refreshing the application. Now the second way to re-render or refresh our component is to basically update or set the state. What actually happens under the hood in this case is, as you may know that React uses virtual DOM under the hood using diffing algorithm. So once you set your state using the set state function of the use state destructure, what essentially happens is it does the node changes in the virtual DOM, and that virtual DOM tells the actual DOM to look at the differences and then update your application, hence resulting into refreshing your component. Let's see that in action. So now what we are going to do over here is we are going to use set my variable as well. That is the function that useState provides us as well. And in our set timeout, we are going to set our variable to let's say don't reload again, right? Yeah. So let's just check this out in action. So we have our application over here. The initial state of our string is to save to reload, and once the set timeout hits 1 second, it's going to change to don't reload. Now I'm going to refresh the application, and you can see the quick transition after 1 second that the save to reload changes to don't reload, and there you go. So in this video, we have learned how to refresh our component, or let's say re-render it. We learned why do we really want to re-render it. We looked at two ways in which we can refresh our component. One was basically one in JavaScript, and the other was setting a state, which is basically what we do most of the time. I hope this has been useful, and please let me know any questions or suggestions at the comment section below. Take care and goodbye.